Hello there, Internet, and you fantastic creatures at the beyond. Hope you're doing superb and we are enjoying Underrail. You have to say yes. So, we're gonna make one of those videos that's gonna require a spreadsheet, an Excel spreadsheet to enjoy. Well, not necessarily, there are ways to overcome this through other means, but I'm gonna demonstrate how it is possible to do this. So, Uh, this first part is kind of annoying, and I recommend that you try to reset your this creeping dread thing. So we will need to go here where we first set up the organic processor, and we will need all of our compounds. Now, what you need is to take first. Well, you can do it in any order you like. I actually did it in the order that they're set up by the sorting. You just select one. I'm gonna select the one that's the most important, exit this one in this case. You have to do it one by one. And be careful that this scraping is gonna take quite fast. So close yourself in, save, and when you're done, just reload because this can get messy. Now, in my case, it got pretty okay because I have that fit that we got with Leo. But the thing is, like every time you start the console command and you start scanning, it's gonna pause the creeping that will not work. So you can Control C right now and go into an Excel and paste it, bam, 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 all the sequences. So this one will say unregistered regent, which is kind of interesting because we need the Exitus one. So Exitus one is actually, so if we put echo one here and we go and we do another scan, we see that now it says echo one and now it gives us the thing, right? So I have copied them one by one. Let me just check if they're the same. Yeah. Just a second. LBV4, E6, BD, U7, H5, and EF. And you do this for all of them. Bam, 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 bam. Now, because this takes a while to do, I already did it in Excel for us. And when you're done, just take all of the things. Don't forget any of them in the chamber. You will need all 16 of them. We actually, there were two more that I've missed, and they were somewhere here, actually, in one of the buildings. And it was the Exitus one that we needed anyway. And now, we will need to go to create, well, not Exodus, Exitus 2 actually, but well, it's the same sequence as Exitus 1, that's the important thing. We go to this place in the mutagen tanks where we last were, and here you won't be having any creeping that, which is important. And in here you can introduce all of them super easily. You can just put them all here, it doesn't matter. And then when you'll open this, you'll have the option to modify the sequence, but right now we have no sequence. So in order to create the sequence, because let me explain. If we take the Exitus one right here, click on the right top so you don't accidentally click on this. If we click the Exitus one, which is the sequence that we need to introduce to poison torch. Let me make sure that the video is recording. Okay. If we're gonna go and modify sequence and insert mutagen Exitus 1, it will say prohibited compound detected. So unfortunately it's not that easy. Clearly it's not that easy. So we will need to reproduce the Exitus 1 sequence by combining the other mutagens. So let me just reload. Now, sort, and we shall see which one we will. Now, I'll tab out of the game. We are going to change the screen. There we go. So this is the last sheet we've been working on with the previous cipher. Now this one is actually much easier, but it requires a lot of attention. So these are the ones that I copied from the game, and then I arranged them through their cells because it's much easier to see, and so on and so forth. And this is the sequence that we care for, yeah? The unregistered regent, which is actually Exitus 1. So, I have devised a few simple rules that we have to follow. So, rule number 1, Exitus 1 is a template that the other sequences need to have the positives in the same order. So they have to, when we combine these, they have to be exactly in this specific order. And I'll show you. Well, depending on your difficulty, it's also going to be more jumbled around here. So, but fortunately for us, it's not as difficult as it looks. Then, rule number 2: a positive can be cancelled by a negative. So let's take, if we look at CC right over here, right, which is a positive, it will be, if we put the next sequence, so if we put first the echo 2, and then in the sequence we put echo 3, CC will be cancelled by minus CC. But when we introduce these two sequences, the negatives are ignored within the sequence. So, well, it will make sense when we start creating it, so we will see. So right now, we have this 4 and these two for 5, yeah? So when we produce these two, CC is going to be cancelled by minus CC, H5 will remain, E2 will remain, OX will remain, because there is nothing to cancel it. And then we will have U7, J3 in continuation, EF, LV, nothing cancels it from over here, and IN. So that's how the sequence will be presented to us. And the negative will just stay out of the sequence. Their orders does not matter, but you have to understand that if the first sequence has a positive and the second has a negative, it will cancel the first positive. Then comes rule 3, which says if the positive is behind the negative, so if this sequence, let's say we put first this sequence, yeah, echo 3, which has the negative here, and then we introduce sequence helicon 2, which has the negative here, the positive here, sorry, the negative will not cancel the positive. So if the positive is behind the negative, they will not cancel each other. So minus CC will not cancel plus CC if it's in the next sequence row. Okay? That makes sense. And fourth rule, repeating positives become null if they exist in the previous sequence. So for example, if we take echo 2, which has CC, and then we introduce helicon 2, the CC is going, this CC is going to be ignored because we have it in the previous sequence. So it will just look, so it will introduce this 3, then it will see, do we have any of this over here? No. So it will look, so it will have CC H5E6OX, then J3, and BD. Simple, right? Good, 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 good. Now, we have to combine these regions to create this sequence. And it's gonna be kind of annoying, but we can do some simple tricks. So first of all, let's look for KF. Do we have any KFs over here? Well, I'm just gonna do a search directly. So search. We have a minus KF. Okay, that's important to know. That means we can cancel a positive KF. And we have a KF over here, KF over here. So 3 sequences of KF, right? So we're gonna, let's make some, let's make a legend. So this is gonna be in sequence. And well, let's say positive in sequence, or let's say positive sequence, negative sequence. So we're going to make this, let's say, green, and this one, let's say, red. Now, all of these are randomized for each game playthrough, so again, you have to make your own spreadsheet. So we saw that KF is gonna have, we have positive over here, we have positive over here, and positive over here, but we also have a negative over here. Was there another KF? No. And let's go with WQ. So we have a positive over there, positive over there, positive, and a negative, and a negative. So we have 2 negatives. And let's see the positives. WQ here, WQ here, and I saw another one here, right? Perfect. Let's look for H5. So, search negative, so positive, 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 negative, and negative. So let's look again. Positive, we have 3 positives, H5, 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 and 2 negatives. Bam. And what's the other one? Bam. Perfect. Easy peasy. Now, PX. 1 positive over there. Positive, positive. Now this is a problem. If we have 2 PXs and we have no negative ones to remove them, then possibly one of these 2 will not be needed, because it's gonna be very difficult for us to work with 2 positives if we don't have a negative to cancel it. Although 2 positives nullify the second positive, you know, the first positive will nullify the second positive, it's gonna make our life much more complicated. So we should keep that in mind if we don't have a negative atom to remove the positive ones. So to make it simple for you chemists out there, positive atoms bounce of each other, negative with a positive nullify each other. That makes much more sense. Anyway, so PX, that's it. Let's see for the J3. We have 1 J3, 2, 3 positive, 4, 5. Quite interesting. So 1 positive here, 2, 3, 4. There was another one. Oh yeah, 4, 5. So again, it's gonna be tricky with the J freeze. We don't have a negative atom to remove it. So we have to keep that in mind. Let's see if we got them all. Okay, LV. Positive, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Again, lots of positives. No negative for this one, so we should be careful. So 3, 4, where's the other one? 5, and I see another one, 6. Get them all? Perfect. So we did J3, LV, U7. U7. 1. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. We have a negative there. And that's it. So again, positive, 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 and where's the other negative? Come on, I just seen you. There you are. Good. Did we get them all? Bam, 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 bam. Yes. IN. So 1 negative, positive, 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 positive. So 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and the negative. Okay. Let's get the negative first. And now let's do the positives. So 1, 2. Where's the next one? 3, 4, 5, and 6. IN. BI. So negative, positive, negative, negative, negative. Oh, quite a lot of negatives there. So we have only one positive, and the rest are all negative. 1, 2, 3, and there was another one, 4. Okie dokie. Not too bad. Now, EF. 1 positive here, positive, 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 and a negative. Okay, that's good. So let's go with the negative first. EF positive, 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 and what's the other one? Positive. Did we get them all? No, we did not. We missed one. Okay. There we go. And KN. Good. Then we have a negative, positive, positive, negative, positive. Okay. So let's go with the positive ones. Positive, positive, positive. And there are negative, negative. Did we get them all? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. And the YY. Negative, negative, positive, negative, positive. Okay. So let's get the 2 negatives here. Was there another one? Yeah. And positives. 1, 2. So pump, 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 pump. Yeah, it's the only positive. So these are the only things. Now, what? How does this help us? First of all, we see helicon free does not contain anything we need. So we can, I don't know, I'll take it as a minus. We won't need it, okay? Then, let's see what else. This one, again, nothing of interest. Bad. So since the negatives don't matter, let's look at the positives that do matter. So this one has only a sequence of 4 negatives and 3 negatives. Sorry, 4 positives and the other 3 are not in the sequence. So we'll put it with a maybe. Well, most definitely we'll put it here with 2 minuses. Just well, whatever. Let's put it with a slash then. Let me select everything to be a text. Okay, so this means this slash is something we will consider. But since we have so many out of the sequence, it's gonna make our life horrible. But what do we see here? This one contains 4 and a negative, so this one is a definite plus. Oh, shoot. Plus. Perfect. So we have our first sequence, and they're actually the first 4, as we can see here, which is fan-freaking-tastic. Now, let's look at the J3. Yeah. And I think it's better to look at it in order. So we have the first 4. It's super easy. If it's on a higher difficulty, you might have fewer in a sequence for the start, so it's gonna be a pain. But you'll definitely have one that starts with KF, possibly. Although there might be some, it's not necessary, but it's try to look the first KF as in front as possible. You might have something other than KF here, but you might cancel it with a negative atom. So in our case, we're lucky, we get the first 4. Then let's look for the J3. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 J3s. But J3 does not have a negative, so we have to be careful which one we're going to choose, because we want J3 to be the first in line. So we want to make our sequence as easy as possible. U7 this one has a lot, but J3 is not in the correct position. So this one has U7, then has EF, then has LV, which is not in the correct position, and IN, again, not in the correct position. So we'll put this with a maybe. But it has a lot of them, so we shall see. This one, I don't think so. I'll put it with this. This one, definitely, yes. It has all of the things we need. And maybe we find, but it could be also red herring, so let's not rush too fast. Maybe we can cancel it with something from here. For example, VI can be cancelled with this VI, but I don't think we have a minus LV. So we should keep that into account, because KN is over here. This is gonna be interesting. We'll see. So this one is, I think both of them are a positive. This one has a lot of negatives, so that will be difficult to follow. This one also has a lot, so let's put them with a maybe. this one. Now this one is interesting because it has two that are not in the sequence. But as we have seen, BD can be cancelled. Oh wait, what? Ah, with this BD. Oh no, this is interesting. Let's add another rule over here. Two sequences of the same type can be added, but not one after the other. Can be added to aid the sequence correction. So what do I mean by this? Well, first of all, let's start with this one because it's very clear that this one is the sequence we might be interested. So I'm gonna type this 0 1. This is our first in our sequence because it has the first 4, and this one will be ignored, correct? So we're gonna get this 4. This one is going to bounce, so we don't care. But I also see that there are CC can also be cancelled. For example, here. What else do we have that can cancel a CC? Echo Free can also cancel the CC. That's interesting. And CC. So we have this one definitely does not count. We have this one, but this one free and free. I'm not sure. This one has a positive. We don't know that. Okay. This one has again 2 and 1. Maybe. This one doesn't work. So let's see again. So we can cancel that CC with this one, which is very interesting. We can cancel II, which is not favorable, but then it can help us cancel this CC. Then we have this free. This one can also cancel the V4. Oh, this is nice. I think we found one in our sequence that are... So this free... The first one, not so necessary because we want it, but if we put it in our sequence before our positive, so if for example we need this YY here, we can go echo 3 and then echo 4, and that way we don't cancel the YY. But we can use CC and V4 to cancel this, but then we have KN, which is also in our sequence. So we could do some... actually KN and YY are over here. So we can go like... We can cancel CC and V4. Then we can come with echo 4. And then we introduce echo 3. And this will cancel Y, Y, and KN, which are definitely not in the correct position. I think we're lucky here. We'll have to see about that BI, because that BI... Oh, actually it is in... Whoa, this works really nice. And then we can reintroduce it again. Yeah, what? Did I get them all? We shall see. I'm not sure. But let's try this. Sorry if I'm getting ahead of myself. So the first 4 are here, correct? We need a J3. This works. Let's continue first. Let's continue and not jump over it. Let's put a question mark. This one, PV and OX are nowhere to be seen. Is there minus PV anywhere? Sorry, PV. Yes. So we have two minus PVs. And OX? No. So OX is not in our sequence. This is definitely not gonna work. Everything with OX is going to jump out of our sequence in this case. I thought there was another one. OX, OX, OX. Yeah, so this definitely jumps off our sequence because you cannot cancel it. We don't have any minuses. Okay. PV, we have a minus PV. DJ. I didn't see any negative DJs. Oops. DJ. Oh, we do have a negative DJ. Okay. E6. Yeah, we do have negative E6. Quite two of them. E6s. Okay. So CC and V4. This can also cancel this too. So let's well, this one has free and free. Let's put it with a maybe. Now this one has CC and E6. Just a second. E6. This one we cannot use. This one we cannot use. So E6 also falls. Because both of these are they have the OX. So if the minuses cannot be used in these two situations, E6, everything with E6 also dies. So perfect. Now we have complemented our thing. DJ. So this is a, let's see, DJ. Where are the minuses? Yeah, we cannot have this because of the OX. In this case, DJ also dies. So what do we have here? So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This has 4. This is definitely ours. This one and this one both have J3. But this one also has KN and LV, so it has 3 of them. We also have KN over here and LV over here, but they're in the wrong position. Because KN is over here, LV is over here. Same here. Can I still cancel this CC? So we can cancel the BD. And this CC can still be cancelled from here. Okay. But we have an I2. Do we have any I2s? So this doesn't matter, this doesn't matter. So I have a minus I2, 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 I2. This one does not apply to anything, but it's gonna be ignored, so we don't know. So V4 can be cancelled here. here. Okay. E6. Again, we don't have a minus for e6, right? Yeah, minus is in the negative. Minus is in the negative. Yeah, this one falls because we cannot escape e6, and it's nowhere in our this, and so it's gonna be annoying. So if we don't have, so initially we started with OX. OX does not have any negatives, and that has cancelled the entire sequence. And in this case, um, some then it cancelled the minus DJ. And since we have cancelled the DJ, we cannot cancel this one, which is also not in our sequence. So this one is also cancelled. And there are other DJs around here. And then, so it kind of goes in chaining command in a way, you know? So then we see DJ is also here. So then it cancelled the PV, sorry, because PV cannot be cancelled from here, here, and so on. So it kind of eliminates all of the options. So now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we know that all of this can be cancelled. CC. No, sorry, not those. My mistake. All of this. So we can cancel CC and V4, which we have over here, and YY and KN, but we can reuse this line. So you just have to go methodically. What do you not need in the sequence? So again, we're gonna start with OX because OX is very clear. So OX, we have only 3 of them, correct? But we don't have any negatives. So that means when we cancel these lines, they will automatically drag all the negatives with them. So if we have minus PV here and minus PV somewhere else, over here, if they're cancelled, then we cannot use the positives, which are not in our sequence. So that's very important. That will alter our progress. So, knowing that this 4 can be reused and cancel some of these things is very useful. BD can be cancelled by this. YN. We have a YN over here. Okay. BD can be cancelled, and this one is full. So I think we're pretty set, no? I don't think we can eliminate anymore. So plus, oh sorry, plus, plus, and plus. This I2 is not gonna apply to anything because we have no I2s over here. Do we even have I2? Oh yeah, we did have an I2. But they don't matter because they're not in the sequence. So, the thing that I discovered at the beginning. So, this is the 4 sequence, the 4 in our sequence. Then we need a J3 and LV and so on. So we can look at this. We have J3 and LV. We also have J3 and LV, but this one are difficult. We could eliminate the KN using nothing. Oh yeah, we can eliminate it with this. But I think, let's try it. Maybe I'm wrong, but let's put the next in our sequence should be this one. So, how do we cancel? Let's make a legend over here as well. Legend. Positive, negative. Actually, positive sequence. sequence. Let's put this ignore. We're gonna ignore with the red. We'll add more to the legend when we get there. So we need to get rid of CC and BD, right? But this CC has a lot of negatives here that can be reused. And I would like to use the V4. So instead of just adding this multiple times, we want to eliminate the positive with the negatives in one clean sweep. So I would say the next one, 0, 3, should be IO again. And I'll explain in a moment why. Because this one, as we see to the rule number 3, if a positive is behind a negative, they do not cancel each other. So since this negative is in front of the positive, yeah, the positive comes after the negative, this cannot affect this. But if we reintroduce the same line, this can cancel this. Let's add it like this. So we're gonna say cancel in sequence. Maybe we should put ignore in sequence and positive in sequence. Positive atoms, that's what I'm referring. And this positive in sequence and not negative in sequence to make a little bit more sense. So when we are canceling, this obviously cannot cancel this, but this will cancel this. Now, let's so these atoms will bounce from these atoms because they're repeating. So in this case, we're going to add, let's add it like this. So when we have this color, we're gonna say nullified in sequence. So because these are getting nullified, I don't really like that color. Let's go with yellow. Kind of makes better sense. Let's also make this a little bold so we can see what we're doing. So since these 4 have already, so for example, if I can introduce, I don't think the game will let us introduce IO2 after each other immediately. So for example, the next sequence can't be again IO2. I'll try, but the point is that even if we put IO2 10 times in a row, they're still not gonna apply because they're gonna bounce from the initial ones. So now we have this 3, we have a J3, yeah, we have the first 5 in our sequence, and these 4 are bouncing because of these 4. The BD cancels this BD, this IN is ignored. Simple as 1, 2, 3. I know it's the same color, but we don't have too much color real estate, so we're gonna recycle it a little bit. Okay, what's gonna be next in our sequence, I wonder? So we know that after J3 comes LV, U7, and so on. So which one has LV? This one has LV, but it also has U7. But then this one has KN and J3. Oh, look at this. Look at this. So J3 will bounce from this J3, correct? Because it's next. Well, let's just copy it. This one does not matter. In this case, let's put it red. We have v4, which is not in our sequence, but we can cancel it with this one, okay? But now we have kn, which is in our sequence, but it's not in the correct position. It's right over here, so we'll have to mend it with echo free somehow. But j3 has already been placed over here, so in this case j3 will bounce. Let's keep this one black for now so it doesn't confuse us. So this one will bounce because of this one, and then we'll have LV. This is going to be ignored. Now KN and V4, we have to get rid of them. So we have V4, KN and CC. CC, V4 and KN. So if we take this whole sequence over here, because next one in our sequence has to be after LV, it has to be U7. So we have U7, J3 again, which will bounce because we have the initial one. Then we have EF. EF is over here. Then we have LV, which is not in the correct position, but maybe we'll mend that. Then IN, which again is not in the correct position. Okay, let's just copy it, see what happens. 0, 5. So J3 will bounce. Let's cancel these things first. So I want to cancel CC from here. Y will be ignored for now because we have no YY, and it's actually the last one in our sequence, so it doesn't matter. So CC cancels this, V4 cancels this, and KN cancels this. So let's see, at least right now we have this 4, yeah. Then we have J3. Then in this one we can ignore it because all of them bounce, but it cancels our BD. That's important. Then we have these two that are cancelled because of these two. They are followed by the negatives. J3 will bounce. Then we are left with only LV, correct? Yeah. Then we have U7. U7. Then we need IN. So we need to cancel these two, EF and LV. Let's put them in black for now. This one should be in red. So EF and LV have to be cancelled. What can we use to cancel LV? What one? Which one haven't we used? Oh, we haven't used this one. Actually, this one isn't in the correct position if I think about it now, because we have U7, IN. Oh, look at. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Look at this. This is awesome. So 0, 5, 0, 6. Stay where I saw. Okay. So we have KN. Oh. But that isn't good now, is it? Huh. Because this cancels this KN, so if we're gonna put this in black again, this KN is going to be cancelled by this KN, right? But we have two in the first sequence. So U7 and IN. And we need to cancel this. This will be cancelled by this. And then we have LV, which is not in the correct position. So this one has to be black for now. But so we have U7, IN, BI. How do we get rid of LV? Huh. Now this one is a tricky one. How do we get rid of the LV? Echo 4 has the sequence. Okay, so let's see. U7, this will bounce, right? Because you have an U7. J3 will also bounce because we already have J3 over here. What do we do about the EF and LV? And about this KN? Oh, wait. So, this 4, and I have J3, right? Then we have LV. Echo 4. Did I copy something wrong? This one needs to be cancelled somehow. Because we definitely need LV after J3, so how do we get rid of this KN? Well, this LV will bounce because we have it here, okay. This LV will bounce. So we have U7, IN, U7, IN, BI, EF. BI, EF, EF is gonna be a positive. Iron is already here, so this one will bounce. No, I'm not sure what's gonna happen here. Kn, since this is positive, will this cancel them both, I wonder? Okay, let's assume it cancels them both. We don't know. Let's assume. So if this would cancel them both, well, clearly this one will bounce because this one exists here, but let's say it cancels them both. Or maybe this bounces and this one gets cancelled. That makes much more sense. No? This will bounce because we have it here, but this one will get cancelled by this one. Maybe we should type it like... but I can't do it. Never mind. Maybe I can. So I think this might be a special case. We shall see. So this kn should be here initially. Then it gets... this one bounces because it finds it here. And this one then comes and cancels it here. Maybe that makes sense. But then... so we have EF. But then we need KN and YY. So since this one, maybe I should put them in the opposite way. So I'm gonna make this one first green and then it becomes cancelled, right? Like that. Let's put it black. So initially Kn is positive and then it becomes negative. Sorry, it exists and then it gets cancelled, sorry. And then we need Kn and Yy. So we already have cancelled it here. So if I would to reintroduce Helicon 1 maybe. I think the same happens here. V4 is initially positive. So in this case it will bounce. Because it looks at this V4. Then Kn remains undisturbed because there is nothing to cancel it afterwards. J3, so Kn is removed from here, so it should allow... but isn't this the same thing? Huh, interesting. Oh, sorry, I'm stupid. This isn't the correct way. Ignore what I did here. Stupid. So I said echo 4. Kn. We need Kn, so it should become positive because it's nothing cancels it. The Kn, the negative is in front, so the positive comes after, so they don't cancel each other. I'm gonna go through all of it so we can make sure that we understand it. U7 already exists here, so it's gonna bounce this one. Let's see if it works. IN is in the wrong position, but you already have an IN, so this one will bounce. And II minus II is over here, so this one will become positive. And LV will bounce because you already have LV. BI already exists here, so we're gonna bounce it as well. So if we look at the sequence, let's see. So we have this 4, we have J3, then we have before it's cancelled. Then these two are cancelled. J3 is bounced, so LV here after J3. U7 KN gets bounced. U7 IN and BI. Then we get EF and then KNNYY. So it's the full sequence. Now, this one is the most confusing one, I suppose. Because this one uses rule 2, no, which one? Uses rule 4 and then applies rule 2. So basically what happens in first position, let's say this is the first position, there exists Kn. Then in second position we have another Kn, but this time it will bounce. And then in the third position, so this is the first position, right? Then we have Kn in the second position, which bounces. Then in this sequence, the third in our position, it's going to cancel. It's gonna have minus Kn. So since this one bounced, this one can only affect this one. So in this case, this one can only affect this one because this one is already bounced. I think that's the correct logic here. So there is a mix of rules, that's the thing. But if you keep in mind, rule number 1, these combinations have to create this sequence of exitus 1. A positive can be cancelled by a negative if it follows in the next sequence, the negative, yeah? So if we have CC over here and in the next sequences we have a minus, this will cancel this. And the arrangement of these doesn't matter because these are all ignored in our sequence. Then a repeating positive will become null. So in our case, as it was here, we had first positive, then this one has another positive, so it will bounce because of this Kn, and it vanished. The same happened here. All of these 4 bounced because we initially created them here. Okay, this one didn't cancel anything because it didn't have any BD in front, and this BD didn't get cancelled because of this BD, but since we introduced this one again, this BD cancelled this BD. Makes sense. This one is ignored. Okay. And two sequences of the same time can be added to aid the sequence correction. So for example, this sequence can be re-added here again, as we did this with this one. This one has been re-added here, because in the first part, when we added it here, we used only this three, and the rest were in the wrong position, but then these four have bounced because they existed over here and previously over here, and then these two remained in the correct position. So we reuse the same sequence. So let's apply this logic in the game. I really hope it works. If it doesn't, then this means we wasted 1 hour and I'll have to remake the whole freaking thing. So I'm gonna move it here somewhere. Oops. Damn it. Oh, let's move it like so. Oh, damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it. Where is it? Okay, let's change the scene. And let's go back to the game. And now let's jump into the game. Okay, we're recording. We are recording. So, we can introduce them all, but I think we should introduce only the one we care for. So, the first one was IO2. IO2, right? Then we had Helicon 2. There. Then we had IO2 again, which is this one. Then we've used Helicon 1, which is this one. Then we've used Echo 4, which is this one. Then we used Echo 3, which is this one. Then we used Echo 4 again. And that's it. So we have 5 regions. So now if we go here to the mutagen container, we're gonna do modify sequence. So we're gonna go IO2. We have the first 4 in our sequence, correct? Then we're gonna introduce Helicon 2, which introduces CC, J3, and BD. But IO2 could cancel our BD. So if we introduce IO2, it will cancel BD and all of the first 4 will bounce. So let's test it. Bam, there we go. BD has disappeared. All of these have been introduced here. Now, we cannot cancel CC yet because we want to cancel some other things before that. So in this case, we have to introduce that crazy thing. So after we introduced IO2, we introduced Helicon 1, which introduces V4, KN, and LV. We want to get rid of V4 and CC, but not yet. It's not yet time. We need to let it stir a little bit more. And we also need to get rid of KN, which is in Echo 3. So now we introduce Echo 4. Now if we introduce Echo 3, we have J3, LV, U7, EF, and YN, right? So now this will also well, now I don't remember the sequence exactly. So it was J3, LV, U7. No, we need to get rid of this EF. So for that, we have to reintroduce Echo 3. Sorry, Echo 4. IN, KN, this doesn't work. What the hell? Let's try it again. Clear sequence. Modify sequence. So IO2, then Helicon 2, then IO2 again, then Helicon 1, then Echo 4, then Echo 3, then Echo 4 again. Oh, I must have missed it. Now it's LV U7 IN BI EF KN and YY. It's exactly correct. Yeah. Oh, well, we made it correct. Perfect. Yeah, I introduced the wrong sequence here. So if we go back, which maintains our sequence, create compound from sequence, compound formed, and now inject the compound. Manufacturing agent from sequence. Continue. Injecting agent. Warning. Toxicity detected in biomass system. Unstable. Ooh. Okay. That was mental. That was mental. I don't actually know what to do now. Well, first of all, let me go re-explain the, let's say, attack torch. So let's go back and look again at the whole thing. To go back and forth to make sure that we have understood exactly what we did. So what I did first. In the game, I copied all of the sequences one by one in that first part where I told you that you would have to reload if the creeping whatever, it's gonna go and overwhelm you and create a lot of creatures, so you will have to reload from the beginning because you have to do them one by one. So I've copied all of this, then I went into my Excel and I created all of these cells. Exitus 1 is the template, which is rule number 1. Then I have introduced all of this over here, and they were initially black. So then we have started to look. What is in our sequence? LV exists in our sequence? Yes. And so on and so forth. We checked that everything is presented here. Then, the next step was to eliminate the sequences that had nothing to do with our Exitus 1 sequence. So in this case, Helicon 3 had to go, and Solis 2 had to go. And then we had to filter out some more things. For example, we looked at OX. Well, first of all, we've looked through other things, but then we looked at OX that wasn't in our sequence. And we realized that by searching for OX, we have only 3 of them, and they're all positives. Since it's not in our sequence, and since we don't have an option to cancel it with a negative atom, we had to remove Echo 2, IO3, and whatever else was there, and IO1. So this one had to go. Then, actually, I should. Let's make them with a different color so we can kind of see which one got cancelled by us. So let's say, oh no, we have to add a background. Let's add red. So maybe a better red than that. Well, okay. So this one got cancelled. This one got cancelled. Then we looked at everything with OX that got cancelled. This one. Then we'd look at this one that got cancelled with OX. And there was one more. Where is the... well, and this one. And this one didn't contain anything useful for us. OX killed it for the sequence. Then we started looking at E6, if I remember correctly. And when we looked at E6, which is not in our sequence, we realized that the -6 that could eliminate them from any potential sequence were already cancelled by OX. So that means that all A6s also have to be cancelled. So in this case, we took this one. Then what else has E6? This one has E6 and is not useful to us. This one has E6, not useful to us. And this one. So we already filtered out quite a lot. Then we look at DJ, and we realized that all of the remaining sequences did not have a minus DJ. It was over here, but it already got cancelled because it had OX in it. So this one got cancelled. What else? Oh, that's it. So just like that, we have eliminated everything that could have been eliminated. And now we realized I2 does not apply anywhere. It's a negative, we don't care about it. We can ignore it all the way. CC, V4, and CC and V4 are not in our sequence, these two, but they can be cancelled by echo free. So that is very important. And then BD is also not in our sequence, but it can be cancelled by this one. So free that are not in our sequence can be already cancelled by these two lines, by these two sequences. And the rest of the sequences have everything that is in our sequence, but they're not aligned in the correct position. Good. So we had a very lucky beginning. So IO2 has the first 4 in our sequence, so this 4. So we started with I4. Then we have decided to use J3 from Helicon 2, which is this one. IN gets ignored. BD and CC are now in the way, so we need to get rid of them. So first we got rid of BD by reusing IO2. And this one is a very good example because this one makes use of the rules that we have set up here. So these 4 are gonna bounce and get nullified because this 4 already exists in the first sequence. So we have decided that repeating positive become null, or they bounce. And then this BD cancels this BD because we have decided in rule number 2 that a negative that comes after a positive will cancel the positive here. But as we have already discussed in rule number 3, a negative that comes, a positive that comes after a negative cannot be cancelled. So if BD was, this BD cannot cancel this BD, but this BD can cancel this BD. Hope I'm not rambling too complicated, but every time you have a negative after a positive, that's when it cancels, not the other way around. Okay, now here we had a very unique situation. So we had V4, which is not in our sequence, as well as CC, which remained. So this will get cancelled later on. But then we had the key KN, which is also not correctly placed in our sequence because it's all the way over here. So we had to leave it there positive for now. The J3 bounced because we had the J3. Then we needed an LV, so the LV came over here. I2 gets ignored. Then we introduced Echo 4 to deal with what came afterwards. We needed the U7 and IN and BI. So since we had a positive here, the KN bounced, so it became nullified. Then we had this one. This one was still in our sequence, so we couldn't get rid of it. Then this LV already got bounced because we had it over here, and the BI was in the sequence, so we had to have it over here. Then we introduced Echo 3, which which is this one, and this one cancelled a lot of things for us. It got rid of this C, then it got rid of this V4, then it helped us to get rid of this KN. This one was already bounced, so it didn't matter. And then it also got rid of this YY, which was also impeding us to get the correct sequence over here. And then we realized U7 already existed here, so it bounced. J3 already existed here, it bounced. AF, which was next in our sequence after BI, was necessary. LV existed here, so it bounced. IN existed over here, so it bounced. And then we only needed YY and KN and YY. So since we didn't have KN in neither of these two positions, because one bounced and one got cancelled by this, we introduced KN, and as we said, a positive after a negative will not be affected. So it remained here. U7 got bounced because we had U7 over here. IN got bounced because we have IN over here. And YY came after this negative that cancelled this positive. So this meant that we kept the YY. LV bounced because we have this LV over here. This BY bounced because we had BY over here. And then we got the correct sequence. And I hope that makes sense. I can't explain it simpler than that, unfortunately. I hope I didn't confuse anyone, but it is what it is. And if it's much easier in practice than it is by explanation. But if you filter everything out here and if you remain with only what you need, then you only need to mix and match. So since you can repeat a sequence, it can help you multiple times, and you can use some things in the sequence the first time and then cancel them with another sequence and then reuse the same sequence later on, like we did here with IO2 and with Echo 4, and it makes everything just peachy. And you can color it the same if it helps you. I think it makes much more sense. I also colored this different so I can know that they were separate sections, and so on and so forth. And as we can see, if we follow the thread of logic, it's super easy. It's much more easier than the previous cipher. The other puzzle with the music. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's return to the game. So, now when we go down, they said that they were waiting for the shadow. The shadow is actually Umbra, Ram Umbra, is actually translated as shadow from, well, I don't remember which language it was, but I think it's a Slavic word, or maybe it's a Latin. I don't remember exactly right now. Okay, so I'm not gonna activate anything at the moment. We're gonna go down here. Oh, what did this mutagen, this stupid mutagen do? It helps us in the fight because it eliminates a lot of the tentacles, hentai tentacles that they will spawn. You know, initially when we came down, there were a lot of tentacles. Now we will see what this mutagen will do. So, we're gonna go through the whole thing again. As you can see, he already lost a lot of the tentacles. Yeah, we already went through all of this text last time, so it's the same. So they want to eat us, the red tail, the mingy red tail. So we have a few options here. We can go around and do various things that will mitigate the damage and remove some of the other things with these gases. We can directly attack Torch, or we can interact with Torch and talk to him. So I think the first try is going for us to try to destroy him. And there will be a place where we can be kind of safe-ish. We shall see. Yes, yes, yes. I get it. I get it. Okay, go away, mister. He's the mouth of... Well, this is kind of like in the Lord of the Rings, you know? Even in the Lord of the Rings, there was a proxy that was the mouth of Sauron. And now it's electrified, we cannot go up. Okay, let's save. Attack. So we can do this. Oh, snaps. This one saw us. Let's analyze a little bit the map. And we see that there is a little shack over here. If we hurry into this shack, we can be out of the way of the tentacle. And now we can just close it and they will leave us alone. Now, why did I do this? Well, multiple reasons. First reason is I want to... I want to take a lot of things. First of all, we're gonna enable this. Second of all, we're gonna enable this, and this, and we're gonna go and enable this. Maybe I should have enabled this as well. So let's try to go directly for the Eye of Sauron. Of course, you can also interact with the mutagen tanks and destroy them. This will make him a little bit more vulnerable. There's only 1, 2, 3, 4 mutagen tanks. And there will be some sprawlings popping from here and there, but that's not important. As you can see, he takes his tentacles from over here and sends them over here, but if we destroy them, they will regenerate later on. So let's kind of try to... mess with him. Maybe I should be closer. We're not doing much damage, but... the point is, yeah, that guy doesn't do anything. The tentacles will. Okay, that's problematic. So we either have to be very, very good at destroying him quickly and throwing things at his face. Yeah, that's gonna be a problem, won't it? Yeah. I don't think we're gonna manage it. Let's just run away and deal with these tanks. I think we can get rid of him. Of this mouth of torch. And let's run. We can see that the torchlings are popping up here and there. This one will eventually... oh snap, that's not good. This one should disappear in 1 turn. Okay, we're not gonna focus with that one. Okay, cow, stay away from me. Oh, shoot! Okay, plan B. try to sneak by. And for this, I have brought, unfortunately... I did bring enough. We can do... Well, I should disable this. We can do this. Bam. Bam. Easy peasy. And they're gonna be distracted. Okay, go there. I'm gonna put another one over here. That destroyed the entire mutagen tank. Everybody's gonna go there now. Which is very good for us. Oh my god, so many cows. But they're gonna keep being distracted. I hope I can bypass him. Whatever, we're gonna take a little bit of damage here. Now we're gonna go and select, where is it? Oh, come on. I'm gonna put this here. We also have another shack over here. Now let's hurry really fast. Yes, they'll go there, they'll go there. Oh gosh, I hope I don't die from this. And now all we have to do is come over here. Select, what is it called? The last T and T. We're gonna go inside that. We're gonna heal and whatnot. Okay, now let's heal. Maybe I should have used the other one. We need to also take care of this really quick. Yeah, I know, you're up there. And now we go... Well, we could take this. Save. Let's go invisible. Bam. We open this. They're all there chillaxing. I don't care about this dude. And now I'm not sure if we can get next to him and put another TNT. That I don't think I can. No. Then let's, before we do that, let's enable everything. So this, 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 and this. And I don't think I've missed anything. Oh crap. Oh, and this. So we're gonna go really close to him. And he should take a little bit more damage now. He should. I don't think we need to destroy that. I think we just need to shoot him. If we can not miss him, of course. I think we can also take down the tentacles. Some of them are very dangerous. Like that one. Oh, come on! Shoot. Oh no, that's really bad. What do I do? What do I do? Maybe not that, but whatever, you get the idea. Oh god, this is gonna be annoying. We need to run. I don't think he can regenerate those tentacles. That's not good. I will need to heal instantly. Okay, no problem. I should have used that as well. Come on. Okay, we really need to recover this. We're okay with that. Whatever. He has some tentacles here left. Maybe I'll use... Where is it? Let's try to use this. He is from the void, isn't he? So maybe we can just hit him. Not a lot of damage, but still sizable damage. Okay, let's try to get rid of this tentacle now. Shoot. Well, actually... Okay, let's see. Okay, that's not bad. Let's get rid of you. Damn it, why are you so difficult? Let's get over here. Okay, that will hurt, but at least I get rid of you. Let's go inside here. Let's see if he tries to follow me or something. What if we try to shoot it from over here? I said, what if? Okay, one more. Good. Let's recover. So, now. Oh, he recovered this one, damn it. Okay, we need to get rid of it. Shoot. Start the MK3. Yeah. Okay, they're recovering over here, but that's less important. he's immune. Damn it. Let's try to shoot him more with this. Well, it's low damage. 26. It's not working too well for us. Oh gosh. Well, at least it's consistent damage. If we could just not miss, like at all. I'll slowly, but surely. Can I shoot him like this? Let's see how much damage. 36. Yeah, we do much more damage than this. Let's throw the last one. Okay, that was good. Oh, that was a good one. He is a void creature. Critical, not that good. I don't know why the voidlings are not helping him, but whatever. I'm not gonna complain. That didn't do a lot. It's immune? Shoot. Let's try to get it like this. Not very good. Can I add my other? Let's see. No. No, 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 no. Let's try this. Shoot. Okay, that's down. Actually, 180, that's good. Let's wait a little longer. Oh, that's not really good at all. Run. Ne. Chill your tatas. Okay. First things first. Recover. Do this. What the hell? Oh, I selected the wrong one. Damn it. Okay. Let's repair this as well. We have to cheese it. I'm sorry. And cheese it we shall. We really need to get rid of you. Perfect. Hey! Forgot to activate this. Yes, I know you hit. really hard. Yes, yes, yes. Good. Let's continue shooting like this. There we go. Slow but certain shots. Is he immune to fire though? Oh, he isn't. Actually, that might do a lot more damage. Yeah, I think the fire does a little bit more damage. Need to get rid of you, Mr. Tentacle. If we can also hit you. Help me, little paw. Come on, how did we miss that one? Kissy, kissy. Damn, you're a strong paw. I think it's gonna die. And it's in fear, that's nice. Perfect. Where were we? Oh yeah, I was murdering you. Nah, that's not doing a lot of damage. I think the other one is doing much more damage. No, that's all. A few more shots. Oh, that hit really good. No worries. And one more. There we go. So, after torch, now if we go here, we have Z cube. We have a console. Whether it was a monster or a god, it is dead now. Let's look at the console. Most of the commands of the console are written in a language unknown to you. There's two you managed to make out, however. Oh, we could have done something. Randomly invoke commands, enable secondary elevator power, disable ladder electricity. Randomly invoke commands, nothing happens. So that's one way to do it. I'm actually curious, did the torchlings remain alive? Oh, they're attacking each other. They're like, nom 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 nom. Shoot yourself. Come on. You can do it. Now, the funny thing about this is that we do a lot of damage with this. Oh shoot. He might bite us like crazy. Oh god, god. Sit down, little boy. We do 100% damage with the anti-void. We might die. So there we go. They were munching each other. That's the first way to do it. Now if you exit, we're gonna end this scene. But let's try the other option. Like this, maybe? There was a way to talk to him. What the hell? Yeah, I don't know. I don't remember how. Well, I'll leave it for the next episode because right now we have to go all the way up, 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 up. I'll have to investigate a little. I know there was a way to talk to Torch, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I needed something other than this. We shall see. Anyway, guys, you stay awesome. Catch you in the next episode. See ya.